Hey y'all, welcome to my channel Through Faithfulness. This is a space for people to come and pause, take a beat, and sit and chop it up and reflect on the experiences and lessons and questions that we just don't have time to on a daily basis. To look back at experiences we've been through and be thankful for the lessons, or shoot, to even ask someone, what do you think the lesson was in this? Why did God allow this to fall through his hands, and what can I take from it? Today, though, when I was at work at my 9 to 5, staring off into the abyss, um, I was thinking a lot about highest self and identity. And before I go further, I do want to set the intention that this video really finds people who are done playing around, who want to walk in alignment with God immediately, by any means necessary. When I think of highest self, I am not thinking about, or even when I think about God's plan A for me, it's not fully about a financial goal or a title at work or anything in that realm. It's more about total and complete self love. Um, it's about enlightenment, reaching that space, being unbothered because I know myself wholly. And to love yourself wholly, you have to know yourself wholly. And in terms of identity, what I'm also not talking about is in the way we discuss it today. And while those things matter, which is, you know, sexual orientation, um, extrovert, introvert, how you recharge, um, I don't mean your zodiac sign. I don't mean, I don't know, ethnicity, nationality, any of that. I don't mean that. I mean behaviors, personality. What how do you identify as yourself? In my experience, there was a lot of unlearning I had to do around my own identities, around experiences I had, be it negative or positive, right? Where I attached myself to the experience. And that dictated how I moved going forward. And sometimes we have to do an audit. Why do I do that? Where did that come from? Where did I pick that up? I personally lived in 4 states before I was 12. I went to college in another state. I live in another state now, and that is in most of the regions in the country. So there's a lot of different things I picked up, and I've had to ask myself, is that serving me now? And even if it is that going to take me to be who I need to be to get to God's plan A? What version of myself is walking in God's plan A, can hold all of those blessings, can steward all of those blessings? What parts of me do I need to shed? What parts of myself need to die? And that's the part that's scary. Because also, the parts of us that will need to die to get us to the next spot saved us in previous spots. They were part of survival. We adopted those pieces for survival. I know for me, when I realize I have a habit or even a thought process, so much of it is thought processes, mindsets that we've attached to. But if you know it's holding you back, you've got to let it go. When I think about parts of myself that need to die, I cry. I have to take a moment to pause and thank that part of myself and let it go. There is a mourning involved with that. But it's such a relief. People say, everybody can't go with you to the top. And that's true, right? Because part of this is also shedding people. But also, all of you in this version cannot go with you to your highest self as well. So, what does that look like? For me, I check in with myself all the time. I mean, I'm constantly asking myself, how are we feeling? How did you feel about that interaction? Why do you do this? If this is what you said you wanted to do and you didn't do it, what thought process stopped you from doing it? Self-sabotage is real. And it doesn't always have to look as dramatic as pushing people away, ending relationships, crash out for no reason because things are so good you can't hold it. Sometimes it's as simple as I have a goal to get up early and I consistently do not. I have a goal to eat healthier and I am consistently not. I hope this reaches people who are done consistently not. It feels good to do it. It feels good when you're ready to step into a new version of yourself. And there's grace, don't get me wrong. Also, it's habits. You can't break a bad habit overnight. So you got to give yourself grace and celebrate the small wins. But if it's a mindset, if it's an identity that is stopping you from progressing. And if it is an identity, if it's an experience, a bad experience, face it. Say the hard thing and realize that that's not who you are. It's either something you did or something that happened to you. There was a bad decision in there or a lack of awareness in there, but it's not who you are. You deserve to receive all the goodness God has for you. But even being able to receive, that's hard. But choose it. I choose being able to receive. I'll take that hard any day. And I will kill off any part of me that's stopping me from receiving God's goodness. God, go. Because it's no longer serving me. I pray this finds anyone that it will help. And I'll be back again. Bye.